So the Department of Justice wants to make it a federal crime to violate a website's terms of agreement. Now, on the surface, you might think I would be opposed to this, but let me tell you why I'm not, and I feel like I need to explain why, because as much as I rail against moderators and against the terms of agreement and shit that people are supposedly having to adhere to, that's exactly why I would want this bill to pass. Because we don't have a terms of agreement we have to adhere to. We have a terms of agreement that some of us have to adhere to, but it is a very arbitrary enforcement made by a bunch of little kids that think they're God. That's what it's about. They have a God complex, and there is only one God, and they are not it. And this is going to put them in line, put them in their place, and possibly put them in jail. Because now, if this law passes, they will be forced to report all wrongdoings of the law to law enforcement based on their website. So whoever violates their terms of agreement they will have to write a report about them, they will have to do all this work, and they're not going to do that. They're lazy, they're nitwits, and they're corrupt. So there will be two options. One, they can continue on with their corrupt, enforce the rules whenever you see fit mentality, and end up going to prison for forgery, fraud, indictment, failure to report a crime, criminal assistance, and things like that. Or they can just limit their terms of agreement to something so mundane and so narrow that there is no way you can violate it, just to protect themselves. Like, there be two rules: no child pornography and no hacking the website. That's it. And who can't follow that? So that's what the future of the internet is going to look like. Either there's going to be basically no rules, or there's going to be rules that have to be enforced equally, as it should be. And moderators will be just as bound by those rules as the members in which they enforce it upon. So why would I be against this? Finally, moderators would be under the same boot as my neck, and I would enjoy that so vehemently. I would suck whoever politician that voted for this dick if this law passed. And I'm not even joking there. Because anyone who would pass such a wonderful bill to completely liberate us from the clutches of private industry and the clutches of asshole moderators who think they fucking own the web just because they have a web page deserves to have their balls licked and their dicks sucked. And I'm sure that would construe the anti-homosexuality, but mostly I'm against homosexuality because the sex has no constructive purpose, and this would be a constructive purpose. It would be precisely to boost the morale and to help, pass good laws, and it's for progress. Any sex for progress is a good thing. So, if you were to whore yourself out for the good of mankind, making babies, or in this case promoting good laws and promoting good culture, I'm all for you having sex. But in most cases that is not how it goes. That's not how 99% of sex goes, even heterosexual sex. So, but I'm getting off topic. What I'm basically saying is that I'm glad this bill might pass. I'm glad they're just thinking about it. I'm glad the Department of Justice, of all places, is thinking about it. Because, that's how the world should be. I'm not saying that we should all, just be free to do whatever we want to. I'm saying that if we have freedom, it applies to everybody. If we have tyranny, it applies to everybody. So you need to decide for yourself. Do you want to live in a tyrannical world, or do you want to live in a free world? But either way, you're going to do it on equal terms. So, moderators, I'm talking to you all now. Either you're going to live in a world where you don't get to enforce your little rules and wave your dicks in people's faces, and you will have to just let it go that people like me are posted on your forum, or you can go to jail. That's your choice. And so if you insist upon banning me, you're going to go to jail, because you're going to have to prove in court why you banned me, what exactly I violated, and why you didn't report everybody else, including yourself, for violating those same terms. So yeah, I'm all for this, and I'm very happy about it. That's all I